Yo, Butcher Man Ib here. We locked in with CountyBoySin.
CountyBoySin brought his camera.
My man Ed, man, damn, yo, I've been wanting to get you for a minute, bro. And it's crazy, that I got you now. You came up, boxer in Philly, doing your thing. Talk to us on how you got into boxing and just let our people know on how you came up like that.
So I got into boxing around like age 9, 10, third grade. My cousin, he took me to the gym. I just fell in love with it. At first, he just took me there to get a workout in. And after that, I just fell in love with boxing, been boxing ever since.
When we think of boxing, a lot of people had this story to where, I started boxing because I was bullied in middle school. Was you ever bullied? And talk to us about your upcoming and how you really got into it.
No, I wasn't bullying. I wasn't getting bullied or anything. I was fighting a lot, getting into fights around like third grade. My cousin found out. He started taking me to the gym. And yeah, that's how I got into it from there.
So basically you saying this is in you, this ain't on you.
Yeah, definitely.
I knew there was a reason why I liked you. You do got this look in your eye to where you got this look on your face to where, like, my dad always say, yo, you can look at people in their eye and see what they really about,
Yeah,
right? Which is why I interview people and which is why I do my whole sociology thing, right?
Yeah.
I look at you and I do see greatness. Talk to us about that and how you plan on taking things to another level.
I plan on taking things to another level by training hard every day, winning my upcoming fights, and just being my best and always working to be my best. And I feel like I'm gonna come out on top like that.
It's hard for boxers to kind of have that laid back, nonchalant mentality, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the promoters that promotes you, Lil, yep. I've had him on this platform. Shout out Lil. Yep, he got the ill. Actually, Lil got the ill hoodie that you got on now.
Yeah, they out, man. Grab y'all ill hoodies, black and gray.
I just got me one.
Yeah.
For real. So I feel like, how do you feel promoters play a part in what you have done versus the coach, versus the referee? Tell us about that.
Promoting is like the biggest part. That's what gets your name out there. Like, you could be a great boxer, but nobody knows nothing about you. You want your name to get out there in this sport. So promoters play a big part just as much as the boxers.
You look at people like a Floyd Mayweather, right? Who got this flamboyant, flagrant mentality to him, right?
Yeah.
What makes you so calm and so laid back in this atmosphere of fighting and boxing? Because it's the complete opposite of what most would expect coming from a boxer. Talk to us about your personality, your characteristics, and why you feel as though it's right for boxing.
No, I feel like I'm just real nonchalant, and like I feel like I'm nonchalant because like I'm not rich yet, and I'm not like where I want to be in life. Like, I want to be undisputed. When I get to like the parts of like where I want to be undisputed and all that, I feel like I'll be happy and more like opening. But I'm real nonchalant, carrying myself a certain way, training hard until I get there.
Well, I know you're gonna take the back seat, right, and be humble, which is always appropriate. You know what I mean? And people do appreciate that, especially me being behind the camera, right? Yeah. But let me pat you on the back a little bit. Let me take you to a whole nother level that you being nonchalant won't take yourself, right? So you have won nationals, right? Talk to us about that. Was it hard? Was it easy? And just let our audience know what that's about. Going to nationals, not being from Kansas, but going there and actually winning.
So like, it wasn't more so hard. Because the training that I do in the gym is extra hard. I train super hard here, so the fight always could be easy. Like, I train really hard here, and so the fight could be easy. And like, going there, it was a great experience. Winning in Kansas, fighting every day. I had great opponents. I had to fight 3 times. I had to fight 3 different tournaments to get to the nationals. You got to win the states, the regionals, and then you get to the nationals. So it was a great experience. I won all my fights and won the nationals.
So you don't think that's something that you should be patting your back?
No, I definitely pat my back about it, but I want more. I want to make it to the top.
And you have a level of humility to you, that you want to overshine you talking crazy to opponents and what you've done, right? Yo, bro, I am not the biggest boxer fan of like ever, right?
Yep.
Who really got me into boxing was Abdullah Mason.
You don't usually see a young prospect coming up as highly touted as Mason is.
You know, the smoke is you go in there and you eat.
Get your pen out and write this young man's name down right now. Abdullah Mason.
I believe that I am the best boxer on the planet.
Abdullah Mason is arguably the best prospect pound for pound in boxing.
How do you feel about Abdullah Mason?
No, I feel like he's a great fighter. He has great skills, great skill set. I can't wait to see his upcoming fight. He fights on the, I think he fights on the Devin Haney card. I can't wait to see him fight. He's a great fighter.
Is there anything that you take from people who are pro and that you could kind of attribute to your own style of fighting? Do you ever look at people and say, you know what, that counter hit or the way they step in to that punch, I kind of want to mimic that. I'm not saying I kind of it has to be identical, but in terms of, that's something that, I cherish and I do value that they bring to the boxing world. I might want to start doing that. Do you ever feel like that?
Yeah, I always feel like that.
Tell us some techniques that you have seen where you have felt like that.
When I was watching Terrence Crawford.
And this fight, Crawford gets him! One of the best finishers in boxing.
Every time I watch Terrence Crawford, I look at what he's doing. I always think like, all right, when I get to the gym, I want to try that. And I always want to try like different things. Like I always see a fighter doing something like a lot of fighters, and I always want to take that and try to put it into my skill set.
I see your work ethic, which is why I pulled right up on you, right? Mm-hmm. You and your promoter are one of the two hardest working people who I've seen, right? Mm-hmm. So we locked in. We all family at this point.
Yeah.
You fighting taller opponents, is that hard? Tell us the difficulties that come with that, and or tell us if it's easy. If it's an ease and you don't really feel like there's any hardships or hiccups when fighting them type of people, let us know about people who are taller and who had that longer reach advantage on you. Talk to us about that.
I've been fighting tall people my whole life because I've been weighing a lot and I'm real short at the weight class I'm at. So like it was hard at first, like when I was first got into boxing, but now it became easy. Like I got a certain like punches and stuff that I throw against tall people always work because I work super hard on like what I'm gonna do with tall guys because I always see tall guys. In the silver gloves, I saw someone like 6'5", and I'm just like, wow.
He was 6'5", you didn't blink?
6'5", yeah, no.
You laugh, yeah. That's the first time I see you laugh, bro, since I've been with you.
Yeah.
You know, that's funny. I like that. But I'm saying, I play ball. I play basketball. I know when I was in high school, when we seen dudes that was 6'5" on the basketball court, I ain't gonna lie, I was looking at coach like, Coach, I know you happy you ain't playing. Come on, bro.
I've been seeing like tall people like for forever. Like they just always around in these boxing tournaments.
Nutrition.
Yeah, I always try to eat good. Especially getting ready for fights. My mom makes a lot of good meals, spinach with the omelets. What else do I eat? Like a lot of fruits, vegetables.
Are you looking forward to a private chef when things allow you to economically? So as you go pro, and we'll talk about pro in a few minutes, as you continue to elevate in this world of boxing, do you plan on having a private chef to where nutrition really isn't a problem? I mean, we talk about mom and we talk about our next door neighbor kind of cooking for us on their off days of work, but they do have their own life. And do you feel like having a nutritional chef is foreshadowed?
No, I feel like having a private chef is great because you don't have to worry about like, all right, what am I going to eat? They already got it ready for you and what you need to have your body right for your workouts, especially getting ready for a fight.
So that's easy for you?
Like, what's easy for me?
Like the fact that the nutrition comes with you not having to worry about it so that it comes easy.
Yeah.
Right. Going pro. Is that soon to come? What is that process like? And has it been knocking on the door as of yet? Talk to us about that.
A lot of people have been asking me when I'm gonna turn pro. I feel like I probably will turn pro. I'm going for more in the amateurs. I'm not rushing turning pro. So when the time comes, it comes. But that's not that me and my team are rushing right now.
Do you have any titles that's semi-pro or like I know you won nationals, but I just don't know exactly the terminology when it comes to boxing. So I'm new. You really teach me, which is why I pulled up on you first. You feel me? Is there anything that you could attribute to your resume that could reflect you possibly going pro faster or sooner?
Like winning nationals, winning open class tournaments, 18 plus, but I'm not 18 yet. So like winning tournaments 18 plus, that would like make you want to go pro more because you're already fighting caliber guys that are 18 or older, which you will be fighting in pro.
So, bro, I have a background in sociology, right? Which is why I do these interviews, right? So the brain and personalities and characteristics and traits and how people move and how the world works is big for me. So I have to look at the biological aspect and the factors of the brain and how they're impacted by people who continuously get hit. CTE is a big thing in two sports, whether if it's football, boxing, right? How do you feel about CTE and how can you avoid being contaminated with the narrative of having CTE?
Just like move your head. You gotta move your head. This is a sport. You're gonna get hit, but the more you work on head movement and training hard in the gym, you won't get hit with shots, and you'll be ready for shots. But in this sport, you're gonna get hit. So it could come, but that's something that I don't want to come at all. Like in this sport, we're going to get hit a lot. So like that is like something that I do want to like get away from and stay away from. But that's something that comes with the sport.
I do feel like you do have an argument with saying just don't get hit because we've seen people like Floyd Mayweather not get hit, and it seemed like dude could remember what happened in 2000, right? You know, he got the memory of an elephant. It don't seem like he fell off a paper wooden chair, right? So that's the thing that I'm worried about in terms of the people who I know are boxers and what they have to endure on the journey of greatness and becoming legendary. Because like we said, we got people who count on us. You know what I mean? So that's a big factor and that's a big deal in, you know, enduring the hardships and what comes with this sport, right?
Yeah.
I have one last question for you, Ed. What boxers do, one, you want to meet in person, and two, do you feel as though is the best of all time, the best, the greatest who has ever done it?
Somebody that I want to meet Terrence. I want to meet Archer Beterbiev. I want to meet him. I love his fights.
Back comes the mule. All right, and down goes the mule.
Like how basic, like is his style not basic, but it is a little bit basic. But he wins all his fights. Like he wins his fights with a basic style. I love that about him. And the greatest of all time, people gonna argue about it, but I love Bud. I feel like nobody can beat Bud. After seeing his last fight, I feel like he done everything for me that I needed to see. He's the greatest to me.
How do you feel about Danny Garcia?
Danny Garcia, he's a great fighter from Philly. One of the best, definitely one of the best out of Philly. He made his mark in Philly.
Yo, Ed, I appreciate you. People from the CountyBoySin media team, we all appreciate you. Definitely. We appreciate your promoter locking us in. We locked in, like I said earlier in the interview, we family. You know, and I just appreciate you and I cherish and I glorify the fact that you locked in with me. You know what I mean? Definitely. So if there ain't nothing you want to say, I just want to say I appreciate you, bro. And hopefully we can do a part 2 in the future, man. Hopefully Definitely. I can have you again, bro.
Definitely. I just want to shout out my gram, Butchman Ed, and shout out to Ill. Grab y'all Ill hoodies, black and gray, any size.
How do you spell Butchman Ed? I'm gonna put it on the interview when they see it.
BUTCHMANIB on all platforms.
Okay. And, your promoter, Lil NGB.
Lil NGB, LIL NGB.
I'm gonna make sure I put Lil in there too. Okay. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate Definitely. Lil. Mar.
Coach Mar, shout out to Coach Mar, shout out to Lil Mar. He fight December 13th. Definitely check that out. Tickets available.
Thanks, Eb. I appreciate you.
You already know.
CountyBoySin brought his